The purpose of this video is to share information gained through my research of the country of Somalia and a home visit of a Somalian family, with educators who might have students from Somalia in their classrooms. By sharing the insight I gained about their culture and expectations, it's my hope that other educators will be able to better communicate and support immigrant families from Somalia and other countries as well. Somalia is Africa's easternmost country. It's located at the tip of a region commonly known as the Horn of Africa. It borders on the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean. It's mostly dry and hot year-round with very little rainfall. It's roughly the size of the state of Texas. In 1991, civil war broke out and the Somalian government collapsed. For over 20 years, danger and chaos have ruled Somalian streets as militia groups have fought to gain power. In 2006, a new government was established, and in 2012, a new constitution was adopted. Progress towards a peaceful society has been incremental. The resettlement of Somali refugees began in 1991 as nearly 1 million Somalis fled when the civil war began. It's estimated that more than 1.5 million Somalis are currently living outside of the country. It's also estimated by the CDC that there are between 85,000 and 150,000 Somali refugees in the United States alone. Somalians are an ethnic group that is almost entirely Muslim. Therefore, the religion of Islam is adhered to strictly and therefore plays a comprehensive role in their lives. Islam is a belief system, a culture that impacts all areas of their lives, including clothing, foods, manners, attitudes, social customs, and gender roles. The language of Somalia is Somali. Somalia has a rich oral tradition. Their values and culture have been passed down orally from one generation to the next. This due in part to the fact that there was no written form of the language until 1972, and also the closing of the public school system after the Civil War began. Refugees had very little educational opportunities. Common among the entire culture is the importance of family and the community. Somali people are collectivist and believe in communal responsibilities for raising children and taking care of each other. Family is the focus of the culture and is more important than the individual in all aspects of life. After more than 2 decades of dangerous conflict, an entire generation of Somali children had no opportunity for formal education. Currently, it's estimated that only 30% of Somali children attend school, and only 40% of those are girls. It's also estimated that only 1/5 of Somalis aged 15 and older are literate. Extremely high rates of poverty across Somalia is the main reason for lack of education. Based on extensive research of Somalia and a home visit with a local Somali family, the following recommendations are offered to fellow educators to better reach their English learners and their families. First and foremost, research the culture of your ELs to gain knowledge of their cultural beliefs, experiences, education, and family structures, as well as customs. I highly recommend home visits also for colleagues as a way to bridge gaining background knowledge and appreciation for your EL's individual cultures and family dynamics, as well as opening the door for authentic parent communication. Educators should consider the following: the age of the student. The older the student, the more difficult it is for them to acquire English. They should also consider the native language. How similar is it to English, and how fluent are they in their native language? Consider the literacy of the parents. Are the parents themselves literate? Also, the reason for immigrating. Was there trauma involved in the immigration? This lets teachers know about the psychological impact. Attitudes of the adults in the building have great impact on EL students and their families. Children are extremely receptive to the attitudes of parents, teachers, and peers. Negative attitudes towards students' culture and language are detrimental to their self-esteem and achievement. The most successful school environments for ELs are those in which every adult shares the goal of creating a welcoming and multicultural environment that values all cultures, all languages, and all children.